So it's the other half of the Geisha experience. I don't know if any of y'all been following us on social media or follow me personally on social media, but a lot has been going on. A lot has been going on, period, within this month, and this month just got started. Like so many deaths, so many near deaths, so many injustices. But that been going on, right? So I guess it's not even just a month. It just, I guess, all of us are just really becoming more aware. But for those who don't know what's going on, so Tuesday, August 3rd, my mom was illegally incarcerated over a debt. An attorney, an attorney, right? An attorney wants my mom to pay him 20K. Mind you, this man did not represent my mom at all. He represented somebody else. But he wants my mom to pay him 20K. And of course, who has 20K lying around? Most black people do not have 20K lying around because this country created situations, for us to not even be able to acquire wealth. You know how huge the wealth gap is in this country, right? And so of course she didn't have that. And so he basically sent her to jail and was like, I would have to, or somebody would have to pay. I basically had to buy my mom's freedom, right? And tell me, like, how does this even make sense? This man, he wants me to give him $5,000 for my mom partial freedom. And it's so confusing because when I'm going to these lawyers asking for help, it's like, yo, this isn't legal, because last time I checked, debtor's prison was illegal, and you can't use the court as your own personal debtor's prison. Because I thought she just needed, just to be bonded out, bail out. Oh no, because my mom bond is set to zero because she doesn't owe the city anything. She doesn't owe the court anything. This attorney is abusing his power, utilizing their white privilege, since they have friends and stuff with the judges and everybody. They're utilizing that, to lock people up, basically in slavery. That's what it is. So y'all, I need help. I'm going to be 100%, because that same day that they basically kidnapped my mama and put her into slavery, like how they've been doing with us, I almost died that same day. My car was T-boned. Yeah, so on top of me still having flashbacks and still me dealing with untreated PTSD from that, I'm still dealing with the fact that my mom has been illegally incarcerated since Tuesday, August 3rd, and she's incarcerated in the same jail in Charleston where a man was just killed at. A black man who had a history of mental illness. The correctional officers at that facility tased that man to death. And that's not the first time, a person, was murdered inside that jail. And the people that killed him, responsible for his death, did not spend out one day in jail. Yet my mom is in jail for a non-criminal offense. How was that even possible to send somebody to jail for non-criminal offenses? Ain't jail is where you put criminals at? Hmm? Make that make sense. That does not make sense. That does not make sense at all. And that's what I be saying. It's like, people only love Gullah Geechee culture. Y'all only love us when we can entertain y'all. People only love us when we teaching y'all, or we showing y'all the words that we say down here, how we talk, when we feeding y'all, when we dancing, singing, are performing. But when it's time to really show up for Gullah Geechee people, where's that same love and support? You know? Like, it's so many Gullah Geechee people who homes done got snatched up through the gentrification illegally, but most of us, we don't understand these laws, and in these terms, because again, Charleston, where I'm at, they pass codes and laws to make it illegal for us to even learn how to read or write, which is why the literacy gap is so huge right now. It been huge, you know. So yeah, y'all, like I really need help, and I really need people to stand up. I got my Gullah War t-shirt on because that's the mentality I have. And that's why I did not celebrate when they took down John C. Calhoun statue, because I knew it didn't mean shit. It didn't matter. I'm not here for any of these symbolic gestures. You could have keep that man's statue up. And for those who don't know, John C. Calhoun is the father of racism and white supremacy. And they had a big ass statue of this man downtown Charleston for the longest. for the longest. They just recently took it down, but to me, like I said, they could have kept it up because you still have people in positions of power. You still have people who work in these court systems. You still have people with a police badge. You still have people in the medical system. You still have people in the educational system who got the mentality of John C. Calhoun, who do not see us as human, and that's a problem with me. That's a problem. That is a huge problem, and it's even a bigger problem because I see too many of us are comfortable with being oppressed. You know. And then, right now I'm at McLeod Plantation, and even that is infuriating me because it's like I'm at Johnson Calhoun, not Johnson Calhoun. I'm at McLeod Plantation, and it's mostly Buckers out here. Like I don't even see my own people out here. That's what I'm saying. That's also what I'm saying. Like them Bucker gonna come out and look at their ancestors. They gonna honor their ancestors. Which is why a lot of them still have that wealth. That they got through our enslavement. In our labor. While we sitting here trying to scrape up pennies. Like where y'all at? you know, because our ancestors waiting on us. You know, y'all, it is a freaking time. It is a freaking time. I'm about to flip it so y'all can see. See, McLeod Plantation. You know how many of our ancestors who was killed out there, who was assaulted, sold, raped, brutalized, died right here on this plantation. But how many of us, come out here to just even honor them, boy? You know?